If Dominic Torreto from Fast and Furious had a 2024 Tacoma, I guarantee you this is the exhaust setup that he'd want on his truck. Hey, speaking of Fast and Furious and Dominic Torreto, did you know that Vin Diesel's full name is actually Vehicle Identification Number Diesel? Not a lot of people know that. You're welcome, now you do. I want to talk to you about one of my favorite mods on this new 4th gen Tacoma, and it's the exhaust. Before we jump into this video, I want to make sure that we mention the giveaway that we're doing at the end. Stay tuned all the way through the end of this video. We're gonna be giving away a full exhaust setup from AWE. I'll be honest with you, AWE reached out to us and said they'd like us to review this exhaust setup. And it's not something I was super excited about because I'm not a big exhaust guy. I'm not a huge exhaust and intake kind of believer, even though I've done it on several trucks. It's not one of my favorite mods. I really wasn't excited about it on this 24 Tacoma because it's a 4-cylinder, so I had very low expectations for how much I would like it. But the thing is, once it got installed and I stepped on the gas, the results kind of spoke for themselves. It is a blast to drive. It sounds awesome. It's not trying to be something that the truck isn't. It kind of makes sense. So let's start off by showing you what the exhaust sounded like before installing the AWE catback exhaust. And then check this out. Here is the cold start with the AWE exhaust on the truck. All right, that's go. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like it. Obviously, that's a huge improvement over the stock sound. There's actually a 2,500 RPM-ish pop that happens when it's cold. It's just kind of neat. It's not something that I expected to like, and I really enjoy it. The other big thing to mention here is that it really doesn't affect the cab noise a whole lot, although you can hear it. I'm mic'd up, but when you're in the cab, it's not like gonna affect your music. It's not gonna affect having conversations with people inside of the cab, which I've had, like MBRP exhaust in my other Tacoma. I had to take it off of there. It was just too much noise and it was driving me nuts, and I didn't want to put the sound deadening in just because of exhaust. So, and on this truck, I hadn't even heard of AWE. This company makes performance exhaust for mostly sports cars, but now they've gotten into the Toyota 4x4 scene. And the number one thing that I loved about this right out of the box was the fact that they have a high clearance option, but they took it a step further. Their high clearance exhaust has a stainless steel ring that's like a bash ring on the end of it, so that if your exhaust does get contacted by rocks or hit by something while you're off-roading, it's not gonna crumple that exhaust. On the white Tacoma from 74 Weld that we spent a fair amount of time, about 3,000 miles wheeling with, I destroyed that exhaust completely. It's just crumpled, it's flat. I'm usually the type of guy that just cuts exhaust off and I keep it stock on most circumstances because I don't feel like it's worth the money. In this case, I think the AWE exhaust on a new Gen Toyota, specifically the 24 Tacoma, is worth every penny. So how much is it? This is your catback exhaust. It's gonna work on hybrid and non-hybrid model 24 Tacomas. It's gonna be $1,095 plus tax. And if you want us to install it, we're gonna charge 1 hour. It's $185 an hour is our shop rate right now. And you're out the door for well under $1,400 to have this exhaust installed. Realistically, this is a very easy mod to do yourself. So plan on an hour, maybe 2 hours if you're not familiar with catback exhaust, but it's not something you need to pay for. If you don't want us to do it, you just want to buy parts from us, cool, super easy DIY mod in your driveway. A couple things about AWE, they come with a lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that no matter what happens to your exhaust, AWE is going to cover it. There is a check engine light guarantee as well, so no matter what, you're not gonna get that check engine light. If you do, then it gets taken care of by AWE. And also, important thing to note, the same box comes with a long bed and a short bed configuration. So it's just a tube that you have to add if you have a long bed and extended wheelbase. They thought of that as well. Another big thing to mention is that this is 50 state emissions legal. So even if you're in California, Gavin Newsom's not gonna be breathing down your neck about the exhaust on your four-banger. One of the things that I would add to this setup would be intake as well. Anytime you have exhaust and you have more airflow ability on the back end of your motor, you want to consider your intake too. So getting more airflow on the intake side is a very smart thing to do if you're going to do exhaust. Same goes for if you just get intake. If you just get intake, then get high flow exhaust on top of that, because it doesn't make sense on its own. We're also waiting on some really exciting things coming out from Magnuson. These turbo trucks are amazing. Everybody knows you can tune turbos a little bit better. Maybe you don't know. You can kind of just crank them up. So we have a JB4 tune coming soon as well. And word on the street is you can add 75 wheel horsepower with the off-the-shelf tune from JB4, the Burger tuning kit. Really excited to try that out. That video's coming soon. And we're gonna do a full build breakdown on this as well, because we're getting portals on this truck from 74 Weld. It's gonna be next level. So make sure you stay tuned. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. I hope it pays off for you, because we're gonna be giving away an AWE catback exhaust system. Now, to enter in it, all you need to do is be subscribed to our channel, and you have to leave a comment below with the year, model, and trim of your Toyota. And then we're gonna give it away on our Instagram. Our Instagram is @MTN Yotas, Y-O-T-A-S like Toyota, how clever. So go follow us on Instagram, subscribe to this channel, drop a comment below with what you're driving, and we will be giving away AWE catback exhaust. You're absolutely gonna love it. If we can help you with anything on your Toyota 4x4, hit us up on Instagram, give us a call. All of our contact details are below in the description, and we'd be happy to help. Good luck on the giveaway. You're gonna love your AWE exhaust. One last thing before we go officially, I wanted to talk about another mod that is in about the same price range as the AWE exhaust. And it's these PRP leather seat covers. I bought this truck because I wanted to get this truck as fast as I could, so I had to kind of compromise on a couple things. One was this being a non-hybrid, and I would strongly suggest getting a hybrid because the power difference is really big. Two, this is the only vehicle I've ever purchased that had cloth seats, and I hate cloth seats, especially if you're getting dirty and then getting in your truck, your seats get filthy, they're harder to clean. These PRP seat covers are $1,000. The leather's really nice. The installation, it's kind of a pain, but it took Dustin and I about an hour and a half to install the front and back. It's really nice quality leather. The colors are exactly as described, and the truck's orange and it has orange accents. So if you have another $1,000 and another DIY project that you want to do, I would definitely recommend these PRP seat covers. When you go to a Toyota dealership and they offer you an upsell on getting leather seats, they usually use cat skins. Cat skins are like 2.5 times the price, and they're gonna really hit you hard on the installation as well. They'll probably charge you at least 6 hours. If you come to us and you want these PRP seat covers, we're gonna charge 3 labor hours, and they're $1,000 instead of like $2,500 for some of the competitors that they have. So big recommendation, big shout out to PRP. Do it. Later, guys. Family.